Hey, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It is Kevilos here, and today we are gonna be continuing our playthrough of Manchester United via Vitæ Æternæ here on FM20 on the channel. So as usual, if this sounds exciting to you and you'd like to see more in future, you know what to do. Leave a like, hit that big red sub button down below. Be grateful and appreciative of your support as usual, but most importantly, you won't miss when I upload the next video here on the channel. So with that being said, let's quickly jump right back into it now. By the time this video goes up live, first of all, it will be a very important day for United fans like myself. Second debut of one, you know, I'm not gonna name who, you guys know who that guy is, so yeah, I'm not gonna talk about it, but no, so yeah, I'm excited for it, but of course I'm gonna contain that excitement because, you know, we are here to play a game, and what happens in real life, it's not gonna be too much of a concern in the virtual game. So yeah, we are here to play a game, and we are on the 9th of June on 2022. That means the transfer window has started. I took the liberty of advancing ahead. If you take a look at the calendar, I don't think we can head back up to the previous months. Yeah, we can head back to the previous months, but I took the liberty of advancing ahead into the transfer window. So we have a couple of things to take care of, but yeah, the beginning of preseason is you know, dawning upon us as well on the 20th of June on Monday. But for now though, what I would like to focus on is actually some interesting developments, I should say. I won't really call it developments, but interesting, yeah, probably developments. So anyway, what I wanted to talk about is that if you take a look at the shortlist, I've shortlisted a couple of players. They've actually been transfer listed by the club, interestingly. You know, a lot of them have actually been transfer listed by the club. Let me just filter it by list. It should bring us there we go. Okay, so let's see, where is the transfer list? For some reason it's not filtering out by transfer list, but we have a couple of players who are transfer listed. Among them is actually a very interesting turn of events. I believe I saw one somewhere over here. Just give me a second. Where is it? Is it under... No, this is not it. Sorry, I look really stupid right now, but yeah, I'm very sure there we go. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. Alvaro Odriozola is actually transfer listed by Internacional, so we can actually Inter Milan, I should say, Internacional. So yeah, we can actually go for him if we want to, but I'm gonna take a rain check on that because we actually have quite a couple of right backs at the club right now. We have players like Aaron Wan-Bissaka. We even have what's his name? Gonzalo Montiel. There we go. So we have Gonzalo Montiel who can play there as a backup to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Diogo Dalot is still at the club as well, and at the same time we also have Benjamin Pavard who can actually operate as a right back. So we have a lot of things to consider. We can't just go and simply buy players, you know, for the sake of buying them. I ideally don't want players like Odriozola to be on the bench. And as you can see, it's a very hefty fee as well, 49.5 million. You know, to sit on the bench is not something that I would like to have happen. But we'll see how it goes, because, you know, we got quite a... We can facilitate some bargain deals whenever we want to. Players like Diogo Jota, actually, he's been transfer listed by request, so he could be someone we consider going in for. But ideally, I don't want another Anthony Martial just to sit on the bench and, you know, just be on the bench. Tammy Abraham too has actually been transfer listed by Chelsea. So you know, a lot of these players are actually players that we could go after potentially as well, like, you know, backups or something like that. But we'll see how it goes in the meantime. But for now, what I would like to do is you know, take a rain check on this, just really assess our options. It's still very early in the transfer window, so we don't really have to be pressured to, you know, make a transfer. And at the same time, we have a very good squad. Ideally, we don't need to make any transfers, as you can see here, but yeah, we'll see how it goes. But for now though, I just want to alert you guys to this current situation, and yeah, that is it. So what I would like to do right now is I'm actually going to advance ahead. We are going to go ahead, and I'm not sure when, you know, when we will finally meet back. But what we'll probably do is we'll meet back whenever the board schedules, you know, a friendly for us. Because yeah, I'm looking at the schedule. You know, a friendly should be up real soon, probably around. We have the Club World Cup as well. So yeah, I think this is what we'll do. We'll simulate ahead first. The Club World Cup should roll around real soon, probably around the 26th of June, according to this old schedule. So what I would like to do is I'm gonna advance ahead to probably around thereabouts, and hopefully the Club World Cup begins by then, and we'll probably do 1 or 2 matches, and yeah, we'll see how it goes from there. So I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, guys, just a little update here. So looks like I received an inbox notification that Nicolo Barella of Inter Milan has been transfer listed. It's a very, very interesting turn of events because, as you can see here, a fee of around 54 million could be enough to secure his services, according to his agent, I should say, Simone Constantini here. So it's a very, very interesting turn of events this transfer window. We have a lot of good players being transfer listed for some reason. Inter Milan as well, of all clubs. I'm not really sure what's going on in this particular save. I know they've been, gone on a bit of selling spree in real life, but not really sure what's going on in this particular save. But yeah, Barella is someone we could potentially take a look at because I've actually managed to get a deal for Fred. I'm gonna show it to you in a second. Let me pull up the transfers menu. As you can see here, we have a sale for Fred actually. A sale for Fred to Norwich City for 30 million. It looks like it's probably going to be completed, as you can see here. So yeah, it's just to give you guys a bit of an update on the potential deal for Fred. He's going to be moving out for 30 million. We're going to have to pay his wages of 28k a week for... I'm not sure how long the contract is, but I feel like we have to get rid of some players eventually, and Fred is gonna be the first of the few players that we get rid of. But I'm looking at Barella right now, and I'm pondering if we can actually bring him into the side because, again, like I said, I mentioned this in the preseason episode, by the way, season 4, episode 0. You should probably check that out. It should be linked in one of the cards above, I guess. So yeah, you should probably check that out. And I believe I mentioned very clearly that I have a lot of good players for a lot of these positions. So I'm not really sure how the hell are we gonna fit any of them if we potentially get them, because a lot of them are starting on the bench right now. But yeah, I'll talk about that, and we'll cross that bridge whenever we get to it. But I'm considering going in for Barella, but I'm not keeping my hopes up I'm not giving you any promises, I should say, of whether do we actually sign him or not. But as you can see here, we have a lot of our rivals going after him as well: Liverpool, Manchester City. And the last thing I want is to have Manchester City continue stocking up on central midfielders. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, just to give you guys a little bit of an update there. So I'm gonna continue advancing ahead to the 26th of June, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. Okay, guys, so it looks like I've come to a revelation, I should say, actually. So, as you can see here, we have Fred, who is about to sign for Norwich City. So we are gonna accept this transfer offer, and yeah, so we're gonna get 30 million into our budget. But since we have one midfielder going out, I've decided that we are actually going to bring one midfielder back in, and I think you know who I'm going to go for right now. So, yeah, I'm actually going to go ahead and bring in Nicolo Barella because I'll talk to you in a second in terms of squad selection. But first, let me just go ahead and fill the offer first. I want you guys to see this as well in the process. So he's going to be our first transfer if I can find him, of course. There he is. So Nicolo Barella, 100. He has a scouting recommendation of 100. So I think he's going to be a very, very good player for the side. And what I would like to do is I'm actually going to go ahead and we are going to go ahead and make an offer. So his asking price is 54 million. So we are going to lock this in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to say that I don't want to give you a profit from the next sale. So yeah, we're going to remove that and exclude from negotiations. I believe, we should be, Inter Milan should be accepting the 54 million, but just to be on the safe side, because I want to suggest terms first and see if they agree. And yeah, they do agree. So okay, let's finalize offer for Nicolo Barella. Let's accept this, and I believe we should be able to engage into, oh no, we're gonna have to wait for contract negotiation first. So okay, so that's 54 million submitted for Nicolo Barella. Now, as for the reasons why I've decided to go for him, just to give you guys a quick little rundown. After all, because after Florentino Luis, Fred is basically our next best true defensive midfielder, I should say. And even he, is kind of meh in stats. So yeah, it's about time to let him go. After Fred, it's of course, naturally after Luis. What I would like to, the right person to play here in this role, I should say, is obviously Scott McTominay, who is actually out on loan right now. He's going to be back in a second. But ideally, what I want to do is, I want to keep McTominay at the club, have him start as probably a I won't say as a, I won't say that, definitely not as, probably not as a starter right off the bat, but maybe as a substitute or something. So, the idea here of getting Barella in is that, because we're gonna have a spot here, after Fred leaves, because we need another central midfielder, just to, come off the bench, and, we need one who's slightly more defensive minded, instead of Arthur, who's obviously gonna be, replacing Pogba. So, ideally, I want a central midfielder who's a bit more defensive inclined, and Barella seems to fit the bill, so he's going to step in for Luis whenever needed. Luis is, of course, going to be a first choice, and so yeah, we'll see how it goes. But that does not mean that, there won't be any chances for a lot of these players. Some of them are good players that we are going to keep. Players like McTominay, of course, we're going to keep. Players like like Bellingham, definitely we're going to keep. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. We'll probably make transfers accordingly, make some sales accordingly, but the idea here is to get, try to get some good depth in the side, because I'm actually taking a look at the news as well. We have a lot of the top clubs like Manchester City, who are actually going in for players like Frankie de Jong for like 100 and something million. So ideally, I don't want to spend players like spend money on like 100 mil on Frankie de Jong and bench Florentino Luis. I want to have someone to, I won't say start from the bench, but on and off, just alternate between the bench and here. But I don't want a Frankie de Jong. That's what I'm trying to say. It's way too expensive, out of our price range. We can afford it, but is it a good value of money? I don't think so. So yeah, we are not gonna go for superstars that already cost 100 million or so. If we desperately need to, we can, but I don't want to. That's the idea. But anyway, that's the transfer plan so far. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna advance ahead. We have the game against Barcelona coming up in 49 days. That is a neutral game. I believe it's for the UEFA Super Cup, but that's kind of long ways off. I think the Club World Cup should be rolling around the corner. For some reason, it's not appearing up for us. Not really sure why, but I think it should be, if I should say, because we won the Champions League last season. So the FIFA Club World Cup should be coming up real soon. So I'm not really sure why it hasn't appeared for us yet, but it should be soon. So anyway, the Norwich City deal has gone through. So looks like the Barella offer has been accepted as well. What I like to do is, as you can see here, they are, he's interested in Liverpool and Man City as well. So if Liverpool and Man City, these two guys are also interested in Frankie de Jong. So the last thing I want is, because they have the money, I don't want them to get two midfielders in one same window. Ideally, they won't, but I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start negotiations myself, see what Barella wants, and as you can see here, he wants an important midfielder. But yeah, what I wanted to say was I don't want Manchester City and Liverpool strengthening their sides too significantly. So we're gonna go ahead and start by asking Samra to suggest an offer, and as you can see here, it instantly gives us something. So sell on fee percentage. I don't think I'm gonna want to have the player taking a cut of the sell on fee. Let's see, 195k. I think I'm okay with that. So yeah, we'll see if they take a bite of this. And they actually want 300k. That's far too expensive for me. Let's try 200. Let's try 200. See if they take a bite on that. We'll probably bump up some of these, these wages and stuff. Probably unused substitute fee. Let's give him 15, I guess, just to round off some of the numbers as well. And at the same time, round off the numbers and probably make some of these players a bit, dangle a better offer in front of them. See if they take it. So I think the signing on fee. Let's give him 15. See if they take it. No, let's give him 14. Yeah, let's go 14, and probably an appearance fee of maybe 55 ought to be the original number of 55. Let's see if they take this. They want 275. I think we're gonna go with the max here, the cap here, the top end at 220, and we'll see if they take this. I think they should be able to take this, right? They want 245. We're gonna leave one last one for 230. I think they should be able to take this. It's slightly over the recommended, the recommended upper limit, but I think it should be okay. And yeah, they do accept, but they're still gonna consider the options, of course. But I think we should have Barella sealed. If he follows the football in this in this particular save, he'll know that we've been winning the Premier League for quite some time, as well as the Champions League. So he wants to join the Champions League and Premier League winning side. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, that's pretty much the idea. So looks like what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna advance ahead and see. Hopefully we have a fixture that I'm probably gonna manage personally. We are running out of time, but I think we should be able to, quickly just do one. So hopefully we are able to get a fixture in this particular episode. If not, we'll probably just end the video after signing Barella. So yeah, with that being said, I'll see you guys in a second. Okay guys, we are back, and so looks like I have a couple of things to say here. So first of all, as you can see, Manchester City has made an offer for 40.5 million for Diogo Jota here. So this is something that I'm kind of concerned about. Well, I would say I'm really concerned, but to be honest with you, it's cause for concern because obviously, as you can see here, City have kind of decent players. Well, maybe not anymore, but in this particular save, but I think it's still kind of warranted. I mean, Mauro Icardi and Andrea Pinamonti as main strikers, of course. Some decent names, and yeah, I understand they need to go in for a striker, but ideally, I don't want our local rivals being strengthened. But yeah, and the signing of Diogo Jota could potentially do just that. So I'm actually considering, well, I don't want to try to buy on impulse, but I feel like we might even go in for Jota because ideally we actually do need a backup striker after Edinson Cavani potentially retires this season, or probably a season after that. 35 years old, his time is almost up, truth be told, and he's not gonna get any better. They're probably gonna keep him around maybe for 1 or 2 more seasons, and yeah, I did renew his contract because I didn't feel, I didn't feel like I'm just, letting him go and stuff like that. It's probably you probably shouldn't get too sentimental in football, but I feel like I did the right thing. But anyway, we are potentially gonna go in for Diogo Jota in the next episode. We'll see how does that go. I'm gonna consider my options. If push comes to shove, what I'll do is I'll probably just fill a transfer bit off camera, and then I'll show you guys if they accepted it, and we'll complete it in the next episode. But what I do want to show you right now is take a look at this. Barella is set to sign for Manchester United, so take a look at that. Our first transfer of this season, Nicolo Barella. He's gonna join in here at Man United, and he's gonna replace Fred. It's probably probably the wrong thing to say. Nicolo Barella replacing Fred, but it is what it is because we sold the midfielder. We're gonna bring in the midfielder, and Barella is here to do just that. So I'm gonna accept this transfer right off the bat. I don't think he's gonna come in right now, but if he does, what I am gonna do is I'm gonna slot him right here. Start off as a substitute first. Ideally, he is gonna replace Florentino Luis. Well, not replace, I should say, but stand in for Florentino Luis, or Luis is going to stand in for him, depending on certain situations where if we if I decide, it depends. If I feel like playing a weaker side, we'll probably rotate between those two. That's what I'm trying to say. So anyway, that is the gist of it. We have our first signing of the summer window. That is of course going to be Nicolo Barella. The Italian is going to join us here at Manchester United at Old Trafford. So yeah, I hope you guys are excited for season 4. I know I sure am. And as you can see, we have our first fixture coming up against FC20. It's going to be a friendly, I believe. But yeah, for some reason we didn't qualify for the Club World Cup. I'm not really sure why. Maybe it's because yeah, I'm not really sure why. But okay, so anyway, we're not going to nitpick too much about that. I think what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to manage a friendly game for the sake of it. Actually, no, I have a better idea. De Gea's testimonial is after the friendly game against FC20, and that's against Atletico Madrid. I think that's going to be a much better game to manage. So, what I'm going to do is in the next episode, I'm going to leave the 20 game for an instant result. And, probably let it to be taken care by the assistant manager or an instant result. We'll see how it goes. But, in the next episode, what I can guarantee you is I'm going to manage the Atletico Madrid game. And why the hell not? We might even do the Bayern Munich game. So, we'll see how it goes. But, that is the gist of it. So, if you guys enjoyed this episode of Man United via Vitæ Æternæ, if you guys enjoyed season 4 of it, I should say, the first episode of season 4, you know what to do. Leave a like on this video and hit that big red sub button down below so that you don't miss when I upload the next video here on the channel. And that being said, this is Capital signing off, and I hope to catch you guys in the next one. Peace.